I welcome all to this program Voice of Saints. Today, April 8th, our Holy Catholic Church celebrate the feast of Saint Julien Brillat. Saint Julien Brillat, born in Cavally, France, into a family of well-to-do farmers. Young Marie Rose Julie Brillat showed an early interest in religion and in helping the sick and the poor. Though the first years of her life were relatively peaceful and uncomplicated, Julie had to take up manual work as a young teen when her family lost its money. However, she spent her spare time teaching catechism to young people and to farm laborers. A mysterious illness overtook her when she was about 30. Witnessing an attempt to wound, even kill her father, Julie was paralyzed and became a complicated invalid. For the next 2 decades, she continued to teach catechism lessons from her bed, offer spiritual advices, and attracted visitors who had heard of her holiness. When the French Revolution broke out in 1789, revolutionary forces became aware of her allegiance to fugitive priests. With the help of friends, she was smuggled out of Cavally in high cart. She then spent several years hiding in Champagne, being moved from house to house despite her growing physical pain. She even lost the power of speech for the time. But this period also provided to be fruitful spiritual time for Julie. It was at this time she had a vision in which she was Calvary, surrounded by women in religious habits, and heard a voice saying, "Behold, the spiritual daughters whom I gave you in an institute marked by the cross." As time passed, Julie continued her mobile life. She made the acquaintance of an aristocratic woman, Francoise Blinde Bowden, who shared Julie's interest in teaching the faith. In 1803, the two women began Institute of Notre Dame, which was dedicated to the education of the poor, young Christian girls, and the training of catechetics. The following year, the first sister of Notre Dame made their vows. That was the same year that Julie recovered from the illness. She was able to walk for the first time in 22 years. Though Julie had always been attentive to the special needs of the poor and always remained her priority, she also became aware that other classes in society needed Christian instructions. From the founding of the Sisters of Notre Dame until her death, Julie was on the road opening a variety of schools in France and Belgium that served the poor and the wealthy, occasional groups, teachers. Ultimately, Julie and Franciscois moved the mother house to Namur, Belgium. Julie died there in 1860. She was canonized in 1969. Reflection: Julie's immobility in no way impeded her activities. In spite of her suffering, she managed to co-found a teaching order that tended to needs of both the poor and the well-to-do. Each of us has limitations, but the worst malady any of us can suffer is the spiritual paralyzed that keep us from doing God's work on earth. On behalf of Saint Francis Association, I wish a happy feast of Saint Julien. Amen.